Alright guys, my name is Vince, and today I am going to be bringing you another kind of information kind of tip kind of video. This one is going to be the best 3 megas that you can get as a non-spender. I did do like a part 1-ish kind of thing, kind of introducing them, and it was like a PvP battle kind of video. It was a while ago, but I did put part 1 because I was like, man, this would be a really good video idea. So I am doing it now, and here we go. So the best 3 megas are going to be Weavile, Sceptile, and Milotic. So Sceptile, so like the ways of obtaining these are not the easiest, but it is definitely going to be worth it once you do. So Sneasel, you get like really far in the map. You can't really get a Trico anywhere except for like the starting, like where you get all the rest of the starters. Like it's basically you just pull them from the Gashapon machine, or like Vital Strike and the gold one, whatever. And then I've seen it a few times in the daily quest. And then Milotic, it's either you get it from Senior Hunting Grounds, or you get her from just evolving a Feebas, which really isn't that bad, because when you use the Feebas tactic, or whatever you want to call it, you're pretty much guaranteed like the nature that you want, because Feebas is a common, and you can just keep cycling through Feebas, and it's not really that hard. So, but yeah, I think that should be enough for the intro. Let's get right into the best megas. So, here we go. The first one is going to be Milotic. Alright, so like I said, we're starting off with Milotic. So as you know, all 3 of these are going to be, they're all going to have mega evolutions, and they're all are going to be really fast. So the most important thing that I have to say about getting a Milotic is going to be a speed up nature, because the whole thing that makes Milotic good is its speed, because it is a water type. If you have a dragon type Pokemon on your team, you are going to be able to use the Milotic as your ice tank, and it also will deal back a bunch of damage. So you got the Scald or Surf or Hydro Pump. Really, I would say that Scald or Surf is probably going to be the best options. Then you have the Ice Beam, which is definitely a must. You can't run it without. Then you are going to run most likely Toxic. But if you don't like Toxic, I mean, I don't know. Toxic is extremely good with Milotic. I mean, it's fast, so you're pretty much guaranteed to get, a Toxic up. And then, I mean, you can also recover all health that you that gets put on you with Recover. But I have also seen people run it with Safeguard, because it's such a fast Pokemon, you're not going to be able to get Toxic in like at the end of a game or towards the middle of it. So you're basically kind of like guaranteed to not get Toxic for 5 turns, and you may even get free turns, because your opponent doesn't know what Safeguard does, which is always a plus. So one thing that is extremely good about Milotic is that early in the game, if you do end up getting like a special defense up nature or something along those lines, your biggest weakness is going to be the Zapdos. But because Milotic has a really good special defense, it is going to be able to take a Thunderbolt. So the most important part about getting that speed up nature is that if you do get a speed up nature, you are going to be getting outspeeding Zapdoses, which means that except for those that are speed up as well, but you will be able to hit them with an Ice Beam first turn. If you don't take them out, which is kind of a low probability of you not taking them out. If you don't take them out the first turn, then you are guaranteed to take them out the second turn because your defenses will back you up on that. You will not get taken out one shot with a Thunderbolt because, well, unless you get paralyzed or critical hit. Those are the two kind of what's the word that I'm trying to think of, like, kind of downsides. You know what I'm trying to say. Like, those are the two things that will kind of counter it. But really, in the very beginning of the game, Milotic is extremely good, especially because there's the Dragon Knights that are you'll see a lot. Then you'll see a lot of the Zapdoses, and as long as you can take some of the hits that they deal out, which it can, you are good to go. Plus the point that it's fast. You can't ask for a better Pokemon to start off your team with. Then, for the Mega Evolutions, the Mega Milotic gets an insane boost in speed. I don't know the exact RVs. I think it's like around like 120 or 125. I don't know if that's true, so don't quote me on that. But it is insanely fast. It is going to outspeed a Garchomp, speed up nature if it is a speed up nature as well. No matter what, your down part of the nature is going to be physical attack because there is absolutely zero physical attacks that you are going to want to put on it. So the only downside that I could see to running a Milotic is going to be the move pool. It is so limited. It is literally the only 5 moves that you can possibly run, unless you wanted to run Hidden Power, but it's really not a good idea. The 5 moves that you are going to run is going to be the Stab Water move, then you're going to run Ice Beam, Toxic, Recover, or Safeguard. So you basically have like 5 choices to pick with. So it's a really predictable kind of thing to counter if you know what it has, like what moves it has. But still, the fact that it can outspeed almost all Dragon types. I don't really know what Dragon type it doesn't outspeed at a speed up nature with the Mega. It can deal 4 times super effective damage. It's just insane. So the second thing, what makes Mega Milotic really good, it does have a shiny form. I know that's not for non-spenders, but the shiny form just kind of makes it kind of better. Like it's boosted RVs, all shinies are, but it's such a good Pokemon. Like, I don't know what else to say, you know. And plus it looks really cool. It looks really cool. The Mega form. I honestly like the normal shiny, the non-shiny better than the shiny Mega Milotic. So I mean, I guess that's always a plus. But yeah, I pretty much covered everything for Milotic. Its weaknesses are going to be electric types and the grass types. I'm pretty sure that's all of them. So, I mean, electric types, I already said, you're covered with that defense. And grass types, literally nobody has a grass type unless it's Venusaur. And, I mean, come on. It's a Venusaur. It really can't do much, especially when you're outspeeding it. One thing that I did not mention about Mega Milotic, it has a fantastic ability. It has the Storm Drain ability, I believe, which means that you can swap it in if you're predicting a water move, and you will absorb it and boost your special attack, which makes your Mega Milotic even more of a problem for your opponents. So that is an extremely good reason to put Mega Milotic on your team. So I think that is going to be it. That is 7 minutes pretty much. So this is going to be a really long video. If you guys do, this is a side note, if you guys do want me to kind of split this up and go really in depth into each one, tell me, let me know, and I might just have to make a video on it. So, but yeah, that is going to be everything for the Milotic, and let's switch to the next one. I will see you there. Alright, so the next one I am going to go with Sceptile. So this is just a crazy one. So like I said, the only ways to get it is kind of getting it through luck, through the Gashapon machine, but it is definitely worth it. So it is a grass type Pokemon. Nobody has grass type Pokemon, so right there you're pretty much at an advantage, because if somebody's not really expecting one, you might have that kind of surprise factor. Even though they can't see like your team prior to the battle, but it is always cool to see one. So again, this is a really fast Pokemon. It might be faster than Milotic with it before the Mega. I'm pretty sure it is, and it's even faster when it Mega evolves. But it's pretty strong. Before the Mega, I'm pretty sure it can learn all of the moves that you're going to want to run before you Mega Evolve it as well. So the thing that is going to be hard is utilizing its special attack, which is kind of going to be a problem. But again, here you are probably going to want to run a speed up nature. Although its speed is extremely high, a speed up nature is going to help in almost all situations. The only thing that I could maybe think of that would help that isn't speed, it would be okay, so it's going to be either physical attack up, which I know that sounds weird, or the special attack up. The reason that I say you can use both is because the special attacks that he learns is not really too obtainable. So you got Dragon Pulse, which is a really good move, but the odds of you getting that, especially as a non-spender, is very, very little. Then you are going to have Leaf Storm, which I don't think I've seen anyone have that, like not even in the that, like mega PvP kind of mode, what I'm trying to say. And it's just the special attacks are kind of like really limited. You could run Giga Drain, which is probably what you're going to want to run. But Leaf Blade is going to be your kind of trump card, I guess, to that, because it has a really high crit chance and it hits really hard. Plus it's stab, but so is Giga Drain. So, but the thing that you have with Giga Drain is that you can get your health back. So I guess it's to each his own, If you like the recovery and go in with that special attack, then you can go with that. But he does have a decent physical attack as well, so you're really not losing much with that Leaf Blade. So either way, the physical attack up is probably going to be ideal, simply because the odds of you getting the special attack moves are pretty low, other than the Giga Drain. So, and then because you have a 4 times weakness to ice, I wouldn't recommend it, but you could run a special defense up nature that could help you in the long run, but I wouldn't suggest it. I would take it if I was stuck with it. It's really not. It's pretty decent if you get stuck with it, but I wouldn't be too worried if that was the only one that you had. So make sure that you don't get speed down or either of your attacks down, or unless you want your whichever set you're going to use. If you're going to use a physical set or a special set, you can do the opposite down. So that is going to be it for the natures. Then for the moveset, I already covered the grass type moves. Dragon Pulse obviously is going to be your ideal move, your ideal dragon type move. But if all else fails, you're going to want to run the Dragon Claw, because that is going to be your highest base power move. Plus, it is going to be stab once you Mega Evolve. Plus, it's always good to have a Dragon type move. Like, come on now. So then you're probably going to want to run either Rock Slide or Stone Edge. I think I learned Stone Edge. Or Earthquake. You could run Earthquake as your fourth move, and then the Rock Slide as your third move. But I like to have setup moves. That is something that Milotic lacks. So the setup move that I would suggest is Swords Dance because, I mean, you're going to be basically running a physical set the whole time. So that's another reason why I wouldn't run Giga Drain, because the Swords Dance on a Mega Sceptile is crazy if you can get it set up. So then you get the Mega Evolution, and this thing becomes insane. You have, again, don't quote me on this, but you have either like 140 or 150 speed, base speed RVs. So it's like insanely fast, especially if you run that speed up nature. I don't know if there is a glitch kind of thing with the stat upgrades, or when you Mega Evolve, because I know it's kind of like that with the Garchomp. It doesn't. I don't think it really drops the speed stat that much, or at all. But I'm not complaining. So just be careful. That is why I would also ensure that you would use the speed up nature. But this thing is just a beast. I mean, you take out basically almost everything that it throws at you, because you put up one Swords Dance, maybe like on a swap in or something. Almost all water types that you encounter, gone. Because you have the Swords Dance, you're going to hit them with a Leaf Blade. You have a really good chance of critting them. It's like a 50% chance, I believe. So it's a really good, or it could be 30. I'm not sure. But it's just such a good move. And then you could, does it learn Night Slash? Well, that's not really a TM, so I guess that's the problem there. But then you have Rock Slide to deal with any flying types. That is going to be super effective on you. And then Earthquake is always good. No matter what Pokemon it's on, really, it's always a good move. 100, it's 100 base power. It never misses. Like, come on, you can't you can't just throw that away. You know what I'm saying? And then Dragon type move, of course, you're going to be knocking out all Dragon types. You're going to be outspeeding all Dragon types. It's like, come on, like, it's just such a fast, such a strong Pokemon, and you don't need to spend any money for it. So that is pretty much all of the stuff that I want to cover for Sceptile. And the next one is last but not least. Here we go. Alright, so to end this thing off, we have the powerhouse of all Pokemon right now. It is going to be the Mega Weavile. Alright, so prior to the Mega Evolution, is it really that good? It's alright. That's pretty much all I gotta say. It will probably not outspeed Mega Garchomps, etc. Plus, it has pretty low defenses, but it is still pretty fast. One thing that you need to know about Weavile, this is a must if you want to run. You know what? No, you are going to run. You are going to run Ice Punch. Okay. No matter what, do not evolve your Sneasel into a Weavile before you give it the Ice Punch TM, okay? That is a must, because it cannot learn Ice Punch after you evolve it to a Weavile, making you reset it, possibly losing your perfect nature. So the thing that makes it difficult about this is to get your good nature, you need to grind this thing out. Like, it is old school catching, and the odds of it showing up is so low. It is so annoying. You waste so much SP on it. It just takes such a long time. But let me tell you, is it worth it? 110% is it worth it. It is a monster. It is so good. it ruins me. I want to get one so bad on my team. I do have one, but I just haven't really been working on it at all, which I kind of regret doing. So you are going to have as a move set Night Slash, which you will have to use a heart scale to get it once you evolve it to Weavile. But you are going to run Night Slash, Ice Punch, which are the two main stab, which is going to be insanely strong. Then you probably going to want to run Brick Break, because you're probably going to see a lot of opposing Weaviles and also Tyranitar. So that's a 4 times weakness to the Brick Break that you're going to have, which is really good. And then for the last one, I would highly suggest that you run Swords Dance. Once you put a Swords Dance on that Weavile, that thing is even more unstoppable than the Sceptile. Like, it is so strong. I don't think you even need a Swords Dance to one-shot Dragonite with multi-scale, but your ability as well, Tough Claws, like, oh my gosh. I forgot to do the ability for the Sceptile. Mega Sceptile, sorry, has the Lightning Rod ability, which means that you absorb electric attacks and boost your special attack by 1, so that's really good. So back to the Weavile. You have the Tough Claws ability for the Weavile, right? That is going to boost any like Punch or Night Slash or Brick Break, like any move that involves your hands is going to hit. I don't know if it counts for Earthquake. It might just do all physical moves. I think that'd be easier on the developers, but I'm not really too sure. But everything is like doubled, so that basically negates the multi-scale, which means that it's back to having a 4 times weakness to Ice. And basically, Weavile just destroys Dragonite. It's just it. But the only thing that you do have to worry about is getting hit, because its defenses are really low. You have a 100 base special defense, and then you have like 80 base physical defense. So it's really not the most offensive Pokemon. But when you are outspeeding everything and one-shotting it, you're basically good to go. So these moves are insanely strong. You can't beat its speed. It's like 145 or no, it's got to be higher. It might be 154. It's just, regardless of how fast it is insanely fast, especially with a speed up nature. Of all of the speed up natures, this is probably the least one that you need. Physical attack up is always good to have, but you could also run the speed up nature. So basically, speed up just means that you're going to be outspeeding literally everything except for maybe like an orange Lugia or something, something crazy like that. And then the physical attack just kind of, it doesn't, I'm not going to say that it ensures that you are going to one-shot everything, but the odds of it is a lot higher. So, I mean, that 10% boost to attack, oh my gosh. And then, the minus, it's probably going to want to do this either a special attack or the physical defense. Because with the physical defense, you're just kind of cutting your losses, and then the special attack, you're not going to run any special attack moves. It has such a strong physical attack base, plus the special attack move that you would run would be Icy Wind, and you really don't need to worry about outspeeding anything because you're already insanely fast. So, man, plus it's typing. You do need to worry about the fighting type moves, but the only things that I can really see running them are going to be an Aura Sphere from like any of the Gen 4 trio. Then you could see it on a Weavile, and you could also see it on a Groudon. So that is pretty much the only 5 that you really have to worry about, unless, of course, it is going up against a fighting type, but you're probably just going to take them out anyway. So I think that is it. I went over ability, strengths, weaknesses, the fact that it's just insanely strong. It's a powerhouse. It counters all teams that have like 3+ dragon types. It's just insanely good. So that is going to be it, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you do want to see more of these, I could probably do another one with like 4, 5, 6 rank. I went kind of I don't know. Milotic and Sceptile are really close, like interchangeable 3, 2, 1. But one is definitely going to be that Weavile. So I could do 4, 5, 6 if you guys wanted to. I do think I'm going to be putting a lot of work into editing in this one, so I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, be sure to slap that like button. If you are new, hit that subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated. I don't know if I'm at 100 subs yet because I'm recording this a while before I'm uploading it because I know that I'm going to be putting a lot of editing into this one. So if you guys did enjoy, please hit that subscribe button. Right now, I'm at like 94 subs. I am so close to 100. It'd be crazy. I do want to do a 100 subscriber stream. I just don't know how I'm going to do the stream is the problem. So that is the only setback. I don't know. So I don't know when it's going to come out, but when it does, I will definitely let you guys know. But that is going to be it. My name is Space on behalf of Master Guild Server 39, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.